Let's move on to the next question.
Why is it so important to have warehouse capabilities in your MOM solution?
A great question. And we get a lot of pushback there, to be honest. But here's the thing. ERP manages inventory, right? But the focus of ERP is inventory value. You can buy warehouse management solutions that manage your warehouse. The issue is for both ERP and warehouse management solutions, they have a blind spot, and that blind spot is in the manufacturing process. If you have a 10-step assembly line, an ERP or a warehouse management solution knows what's gone into the line and knows what's come out at the end of the line, but everything in between is a black hole. We had a farm equipment manufacturer that this saved them tremendously in both inventory and material handling costs. When a combine hit station 2 on the line, it would trigger the warehouse people to kit for that same combine at station 8 on the line, knowing based on tack time and how long it took material handlers to do their job, that they would be able to build the kit and get it there in time. They went from having boxes and boxes of inventory line side and lots of confusion for the operators not knowing which components to use for the farm equipment sitting in front of them to one, maybe 2 kits at the line, one for the combine or farm equipment they're working on, and the second one for the next one down the line. But with an ERP or warehouse management solution, it's very difficult to do something like that, if not impossible, because they have no visibility at what's operation 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. They know what's coming in and what's going out. We just ran into this at another customer a couple of weeks ago on a plant visit where they have a fairly long manufacturing time and they really didn't know what they had in inventory, because once they pull it out of inventory and brought it line side, they knew they had moved it, but they didn't know if it had been consumed yet. They didn't know if it was still sitting next to the machine. They didn't know they still showed up on their books, even though it may have been consumed and it's an hour away from that machine being complete. And at that point, they backflush everything. They've lost a tremendous amount of inventory visibility, and you end up having to have extra inventory to cover for that black hole, that invisible inventory. Then on the flip side of that, most MES systems, because they don't include any warehouse capabilities, they're always going to assume they don't have visibility into raw material, components, or finished goods. So they're just always going to assume all the material is there. So you may have production orders released and your MES system telling your operators to do things, and they don't have the materials to do that. By integrating those two, it brings huge value. In fact, that's one of the areas we see the greatest value for a lot of our customers. So we've had customers reduce their WIP inventories by as much as 35%, as well as reducing their raw material and finished good inventories by 15 to 25%, reduce their material handling costs by 35%, because now they're only moving materials when they need to at the time they need to. Huge drops in inventory costs, and even the ability now to add more assembly lines. We had one customer in industrial equipment that was able to increase their throughput by 50% without adding a single machine or a production line. The more efficient and effective synchronization of materials to their production line enabled them to speed up the production line and take away space that had been used for inventory and use it for other things. There are a lot of reasons why that's important, and it really does bring huge value to our customers.